Hey everyone, I know it looks weird right now, but just because I tried to get the game working on another thing, but it was not working, so we're gonna play A Hint of Purple. It was not working the way I wanted to, but hopefully it works now and everything. Hopefully everything's cool. So let me just check this, everything, make sure my levels are alright. Levels look fine. Okay, let us play A Hint of Purple, a short game that I just wanted to play for fun. It's a visual novel, a queer visual novel, and I really wanted to play it because it was a short game, and I thought, why not? A low thump, your heartbeat. Breathe in. Breath fills your weak lungs. Another thump. Breathe out. Your lungs deflate. Thump. Water. I need water. Like a layer of cracked paint, the roof of your mouth feels as if it's about to peel off. Continue. Oh, my prefrontal cortex. Oh, yeah, it's yeah. It's a prefrontal cortex. Miserable, isn't it? What? This place. Fucking limbo. What's going on? We are painting as usual. I guided your brush. Crisp spring air fills your studio. A streak of blue marked the canvas. Who are you? I am part of you. Your worries, desires, or inspiration. Whatever my little Maya needs. Someone else stood beside you as you painted. A hand clasped around your waist. A warm kiss on the nape of your neck. Someone deeply in love with you. Oh, that sounds so cute. Oh, I wish I had that. Kai, the name is familiar and warm, a morsel of comfort in this cold void, full of pang and longing in your gut. The memory is replaced by another loud thump. You remain submerged in darkness. Breathe in. Flashlight, please. Light fills your vision. Blurred shapes begin to appear from within the sheet of white. It's getting easier now. Your lungs fill greedily with air. It's all coming into focus now. Damn, that line, your lungs filled greedily with air. Damn, that's, I feel like that's a powerful one. I don't know, man, your lungs fill greedily with air. Because it needs it. God, I don't know, the way it's phrased, it just feels so weird. Greedily, you need it, you don't need the air. Wow, it feels weird. It feels like really poetic in a sense. You wake in a hospital bed, propped upright and tucked underneath a layer of blue sheets. A tube runs your neck into a ventilator. A doctor and practical nurse hover over you, inspecting your neck with a bright flashlight. How often are you functioning now? Every day? It's starting to get backed up. We need cleanings every day. She shows a flashlight, and that was a flashlight in her smock. What happened? You don't think this is a waste of time? Cases like these are extremely rare. We have a lot to learn here. What we've actually learned? Wait, I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. What we've actually learned? That she's brain dead? I could have told you. Brain dead? Wow. She has a partner who's still visiting. They're in 5 times a week, like it's a fucking job. Kai. I see them in here too, and that's their choice. I don't know if we'll see progress with Maya, but we'll learn that here is reported. Might help us save the next one. Look, I'm stretched away thin already. If I spend any more time on this patient, I'll be neglecting the others. You know, the ones who can actually talk. What do you mean? Well, yeah, I was like, damn, she's brain dead, and she's she's conscious, I guess? She mulls over the thought. I can talk to your CN and see if Tessa can take over a track here. They'll free you up for your other patients. She leads the nurse to the door as the two exit. Thank you, doctor. The door shuts with them. Wait! Okay, damn. It's like, damn, it really gives that feeling of isolation already. Damn. The sound rings in your ears, silence slowly creeps in, just you alone in this cold hospital room now. What happened to me? You'll piece it together soon enough. The room knows. Examine your surroundings. A window separates you from the outside world. Streaks of orange light grace your bed, easing the discomfort of cold linoleum floors. Scanning the floor, you see a blinking ventilator, a lone calendar passed from the wall, and a stack of unfinished paintings in the corner. It's 7 paintings, I guess. A cluster of paintings leaning against the wall like half-toppled dominoes. The work is immediately recognizable as your own. The colors jump out at you, strokes of blue, deep red, and purple. Abstract forms swirl beneath the canvas, ready to spill out on the floor. The work is unfinished, much of the canvas blank, no expensive frames. There it all lies, a jumbled collection of unfinished thoughts. Ventilator, I guess? The tubes lead to a cluster of machines. Blinking lights form a small constellation. The boxes hum and whir. The sun would be calming if your life didn't depend on it. Okay, calendar. The calendar is pug themed. This month features 2 pugs posing for a recreation of Grant Wood's American Gothic. The famous Depression era portrait now features 2 glassy-eyed pugs in farmer outfits. You won't even switch boards of pitchfork. My grandma would love this. There's a tacky charm to the photo and surprising attention to detail. Another art history major, perhaps? Looking past the pugs, the calendar reads February. That's off by months. It should be May. Didn't you hear her? You've been here for months. Check the window. The barren tree outside confirms your worst fear. It's winter. You've been out cold for months. 9 whole months, withering away like a corpse. I need to get out of here. Find Kai. They'll be able to make sense of this. Good luck with that. Get up. I let out a sharp exhale. You attempt to muster up strength and aware their body. Where to start? This is pointless. Drag a leg off the bed. Nothing. Your legs feel like sandbags tethered to your hips. Get up. Your body is motionless. Limbs setting in place like magma hardening. Slow down. Just need to think small. We both know how this ends. Move a finger. You look towards your pointer finger. It rests on pale blue sheets. Continue. Your mind sends a signal. The heart beats faster. Your body tenses. A vein swells on your temple as if your fingernail has been replaced by the hood of a car. Your finger hasn't moved an inch despite your best efforts. Fuck! You catch your breath. You can hear your heart racing, the tired thump of a weak organ struggling to pump blood into uncooperative organs. It can't move a muscle. Not a single muscle. A prisoner trapped within your own body. But I can talk? I'm always listening. But I know your lips are just as paralyzed as that finger of yours. To the outside world, you're mute. So that's why the doctors ignored me. Now you're catching on. The deep orange of a sunset unfills the room. Warm light drips down the walls, leaving room for purple tones to creep in. The unfinished painting in the corner taunt you. This is all. This is really depressing already. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is all I'll ever be. I've already painted my last painting. Night falls. A glint of the corner table catches your eye. A small copper figure. The dense coils catch you reflect the moonlight. Close your eyes. The intoxicating pull of the past brings you back into another time, another place far away from here. Oh, we're gonna get backstory? No, I'm gonna cry. Stop. Downtown Seattle 8 years ago. Oh, this is Kai. This could be promising. Kai ducks into an alley with a small set of pliers in hand, stepping over an oil paint can. An owl stares out from the graffiti's concrete wall, its color withered by the elements. Well, what are we looking for exactly? Someplace out of our way. You want to... in the alley? Have some class. I picked a cleaner alley for that. I like Kai. I really like them. This feels right. Kai taps the small edge of the head height to take it up of the bricky wall. They pass the pliers off to you and dig in their pocket. They always catch on the jacket. Kai produces a small twisted wire sculpture no bigger than their palm. The bent wire forms the silhouette of a man. They place the copper man on the concrete ledge. Pliers? At your service. Thank you for your service. They twist the wiry legs to conform to the ledge. The figure now peers down on anyone who might walk by. What do you think of this spot? Will anyone even notice him? Not high up? Probably not. What's the point of art if no one will see it? I like the intimacy of it. No fancy galleries, no critics telling you what to feel about it. Out here there's nothing standing between you and true art. Oh, do you think it's bullshit that I want my openings in an art gallery one day? Oh. That's it. Yeah. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. That's a beautiful sentiment. Bullshit. Artist recognition. It demands an audience. No one needs to give a shit about Van Gogh's work when he was alive. Do you know how he coped? Cut his fucking ear off. Don't be another Van Gogh. Oh my god. The prefrontal cortex. This is just like her her like other thoughts. It's like, I have good thoughts, but these are the other voices in your head. To be like the other voices in your head. I was like, ah, god. Yeah, that other bitch in my head. He sucks. They suck. They suck. They playfully push against your shoulder. Come on, we gotta find a place for yours. My sculpture's pretty bad. Well, let's see it. It'll help find a spot. Show a figure. You reach into your pocket and pull out the figure. Copper is cold against your fingers. In your palm lies a crude attempt at a penguin. It's misshapen, hardly readable. It looks like a penguin? It looks like a dick. Thanks, that's what I was going for. You really went for it. They laugh. You never had to make art with pipe cleaners as a kid? Look, I'm not good at this. And I can't paint, so we're even. Now let's find a spot for your sculpture. Open your eyes. Your dreary new reality snaps back into focus. The sound of the door closing awakes from deep but restless sleep. August adjusts an earbud, thumping music plays from her headphones. She rips the bed sheets back and puts her leg. What are you doing? Strong hands grip the underside of your left foot as she steps forward, pushing your knee into your chest. Your joints are stiff with inactivity, but the stretch offers a pleasant burning sensation. Damn, my legs actually needed this. It's a practice routine now. It's a practice routine when she's now rushing. Her palms pressed to her kneecap, flush to her chest. Her movements remind you of a bitter mechanic taking out frustration on a troublesome agent. Easy now, you gotta slow down. She continues to push, the tendons stretch, then they stretch a little more. Piercing needles of pain drill into the sensitive tissue of your hamstring. Suddenly you feel a tear within your groin. Your muscles burn and buckle under the strain like decaying rubber bands. Fuck, stop! She releases your leg, lowering it flat against the thin hospital mattress. Needles of pain prick at the underside of your knee. You instinctively reach to soothe the limb, but your arms don't move. She continues to stretch the ligament limb by limb, each push to their limit. By the end, your adrenaline's worn thin. A layer of cold sweat cakes your body. The searing pain cuts through most thoughts. The nurse pays no attention. Your head. Oh shit! I'm just fuck. I checked something. Fuck. Leave me alone. Okay. Her headphones ring with music as she replaces your bedding. She whips a fresh blue sheet into the air before it drapes over your battered body. Doesn't she know who you are? You should be pampered. She should be pampered. You were when you flew out. Presidential suite with an all-to-call masseuse. Now being broken in like a baseball glove. What I would give to be there again, 1,000 miles away from this room. This place is hell. I just want it to end anywhere from here. A knock at the door. She pulls out one earbud. Looks like your best friend is here. That's my partner, not friend. Yeah. Yeah, that's my partner, not friend. The two more loud knocks, clank, clank. Come on in, it's open. She tucks in the sheets in the front of her bed. She whispers now. I should thank you. Ever since you got here, I've been off the hook. Oh, an older lady. Oh, hello. The door swings wide to reveal an elderly woman standing in the doorframe. Oh, good. You're already finished with your stretches. There's a surprising youthful energy in her step. You don't recognize her. She's not family and certainly not from the art world. Hello. Just in time, Maud. I was on my way out. She's all yours. August ushers Maud in as she steps out the door. Bye, sweetie. Just you and Maud now. The wind catches her eye. It's no wonder I don't have more good sunlight in my room. It's the curtains. My goodness, Maya, you're too thick. I keep telling Dr. Armenta we need curtains that breathe. I'm sorry, who are you? She told me she'd looked into it, but between you and me, I don't think she'd looked into it one bit. My cousin Deborah had these gorgeous blue curtains. Birder blue, they called them. Their salesmen say they were made from this special dye imported all the way from a Greek island. Can you believe that? I hardly could, but that couldn't stop Deborah. That's very interesting. Oh, that reminds me, my granddaughter loves frogs. Absolutely loves them. She produces a piece of plastic from her purse. A green and blue stress frog, and a grotesque caricature of a frog. It's cute though. It's really cute though. She squeezes a toy to demonstrate. A high-pitched ribbit pierces the air. Its eyes bulge out as if life is being choked out of it. Amazing, isn't it? That's something. Melanie didn't like it, she said. Freaked her out. Maud laughs. She finds it preposterous that anyone wouldn't be charmed by this little green creature. Melanie and I would get along. Dr. Armenta suggested I keep it. She's very smart. Helps with stress, she said. I told her I'm not sure how much stress an old little woman like me has. She interrupts herself with a laugh. But I took her advice. She's very smart. But oh, the curtains! I would wish you would fix the curtains. Help me and I'll fix them. Right, the curtains. Did you know? I told them 3 times that about the curtains. Maud's words face into the background as your mind wanders. You want to listen to this horse shit all day? There are more pressing matters. You can't walk, you can't paint, you can't even breathe without the help of a machine. Where's Kai in all this? I have no idea. That makes 2 of us. If they don't show, you might just die listening to the rambles of an old woman. I don't want to think about it. You'd rather listen to her rant about curtains? And the sheets didn't even match the blue. The sound of the door cuts her story short. Finally. Cherished painting. Oh, okay. A walking painting stumbles through the door, standing 6 feet tall. Its balance is questionable. A pair of legs peek out from the frame. Thud. The heavy painting now rests on something. Its legs hidden from view. Fuck, this thing is heavy. Oh my. Oh, Kai. Oh, hi, Kai. A familiar face from behind the painting. Oh, I'm sorry, Maud. I didn't realize you were there. Sweetie, I've heard it all. I was just startled by the painting. It's almost as tall as you. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? This one is my favorite. The best paintings are sad at their core. What is it exactly? She studies a tall painting, taking in the shades of purple. I've only been given hits with this one. She likes to keep her secrets. She squints, examining the purple figure on the right, separated from what appears to be a crowd of people to the left. It looks like a family at dinner, but someone's missing. Is that what it is? They re-examine the painting with fresh eyes. Oh, I see that now. But I couldn't say. Only Maya knows what this one really means. Oh, I bet I'm right. I was just telling them about the curtains. Yes, the curtains. Kai shoots you a knowing glance. A shrill rabbit escapes from Maud's purse as she crans a frog towards her. Anyways, I should let you 2 lovers be. Yay, I love when an old person is. Yay, I love when an old person isn't. I love when an old person isn't homophobic. I really like that. Because, yeah, you can get the boomers thing, but it's just really annoying. Just kind of see, like, them kind of stuck in their old ways. But it's nice to see older people be, like, more accepting. Obviously, I would expect that of queer elders, with how little they are, because the AIDS crisis and all of that. So there's kind of not a lot of queer elders, but especially, but it's also nice from like straight cis het elders. It's like it shows that like you can change your way of thinking and all that. So yeah, older people. Yeah, it's nice to see older people be more accepting. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, Maud. They usher Maud out the door. Oh, I already have, sweetie. Thank you. The door closes behind her. They lower a shoulder, allowing their tote bag to fall to the floor with a loud smack. The sound reveals the context of the canvas bag, hard-cover books, and something metal. Spirals of copper wire spill to the brim of the bag, while pins click to the word. The familiar ritual brings a sense of comfort. She's really taking a liking to you, Kai chuckles. I swear she's in here almost as much as I am. She likes the company, I suppose. You know what she told me the other day in the hallway? She said you were a great listener. They erupt with belly laughter. I missed your. Oh, I missed your. I'm not gonna cry, bro. This is actually kind of sad. Tragic queer stories just kind of hit more. They hit more. I don't know why. Because I'm queer too. So, fuck. I'm not gonna cry, but like queer stories just hit more. They wipe away a tear. Their voice. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna cry. Fuck. Oh my god. I'm not gonna fucking cry. Oh my god. They wipe away a tear. Their voice still shaking with aftershocks of laughter. I seriously hope she isn't ruining your sanity too much. Allendor. They place a tender hand on your arm. You can feel the warmth within the simple gesture. The outside world seems to melt away. Hey you, they whisper with gentleness in their heart. Those familiar eyes, the love within them. You've been holding it together up till now, but any remnant of composure is washed away by a swell of emotions in your gut. Oh god, I'm not gonna cry, but oh my god, this simple story, oh my god. Just being trapped in your body, and you just can't, like, oh my god. It's a fuck. I keep checking stuff, and I'm like, fuck. Is this? Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me somehow. Fingertips slanting down your arm leave trails of warm memories as their hand travels to meet yours, palms pressed together, the contours of your hands fall in place like puzzle pieces. Do you remember a little code? I do. Their fingers tighten around your palm with a gentle squeeze. You translate the message in your head. Hi. Another squeeze. Love. One last squeeze. Stop. I'm not gonna cry, but oh my god. I feel like if they keep going this route, I'm gonna fucking cry. Oh my god. Their eyes are filled with love, basking in this tender moment. The deep orange of sunset catches their hair. They never have time for the good stuff, do they? Kai begins to massage your hands with care, gently flexing a moving each finger. That feels very nice. You always took such care into your hands. I'm still annoyed you never gave climbing a shot. Gotta protect those precious painter's hands. If it was my life's work on the line, I'm sure I'd be careful too. They turned to the massive painting they lugged in, taking in the swirls of color and frenetic paint strokes. Their breathing slows. The one you paint after we get you out of here. That's gonna be one hell of a painting. My hands are never going to paint again. Don't say that. Oh, did she hear that? The message eases the ache of your wrist. You heard that? Oh, they didn't have to. They know you. Oh. There's something important I have to tell you. They're going to give you another cognitive test. Doctor and men are finally caved. Easier to give, and now they've been pestered about it for another month. Sometimes it takes a few tests before they recognize consciousness and patience. I was reading about a man who was fully conscious but failed the first 2 tests. Third time's a charm, right? They laugh nervously. The test might be our one chance to get out of here. I know you're in there. We've just got to make sure they see it too. They'll be testing you on Wednesday 2 days from now. I really need you to pass this one for both of us. I will. Oh, I will. Yeah. God, I wish this was my partner. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm not crying. Queer stories now. I don't know, obviously I connect more with queer stories being queer and trans, like trans joy, like I think queer joy makes me want to cry tears of happiness, but even more than that, trans joy, oh my god, trans joy is just so fucking good and makes me cry. Like for example, in like Drag Race, when some of the contestants are trans and they're talking about their transness and how they're happy with it and how like they're coming out and accepting their transness, I'm just like bawling my fucking eyes out. It's just so beautiful to see trans joy and I just queer joy, and it just makes me so fucking happy. It just does. Oh god, I'm crying a little bit. Oh my god. A tail painting in the corner calls. Examine the cherished painting. The finished painting stands tall, the only framed canvas in the room. Much of the canvas is pure black, the small patches of purple almost formless. At glance, the painting appears abstract. Upon a closer inspection, the colors reveal vague forms. On the left stands a small crowd, on the far right a small figure crouches surrounded by blackness. And we just play your way like a theater. Small children sit in a circle, playing the game you cannot see. There's laughter, carefree abandon. You're not part of it. Why am I not a part of it? You know why. You were there. The past may be hazy for you, but I see it clearly. Putting aside the old painting, you're drawn to the unfinished paintings. Stack of potential masterpieces. Not that you'll ever finish any of them. Examine the unfinished painting. One of the smaller unfinished paintings in the corner catches your eye. A serpentine spiral blue jumps from the canvas. Oh. That one right there. Your bedroom 2 years ago. You wake in the middle of the night, shades of dark blue reaching across the ceiling. Underneath the covers, you feel Kai's hand brush up against yours. You woke me up. The touch is cold. This isn't Kai, it's something else. I pull it away with the rippless sheets. Who are you? You jump to your feet, running around the bed to shake Kai awake. Get up, there's something in the bed. They grumble in their sleep and turn their back to you. Shake them harder. Their eyes scrunch open. Hi, they let out with a crack in their voice. Get up, there's something in the bed. Their hands search just underneath the sheets with a few pats. They pause for a moment before bursting out laughing. What? Did Dolly scare you? Oh, that's creepy. They pull out their arm from the sheets to reveal a long blue python wrapped around their forearm. She's so cuddly and tonight, isn't she? Kai gives the snake a peck on its forehead. Oh, thank God. No, she didn't scare me. I was just terrified. I tried sealing the cage every which way, but Miss Parrot sure is resourceful. The snake hangs on Kai's arms like elegant jewelry. The snake's green scales reflect blue at the time of night. A few white scales glitter underneath the moonlight. Black slits your eyes, gazing back with you with a colder vein. Your heart is still beating adrenaline. You're shaking. It's okay, sit down. With Dolly wrapped around one arm, Kai uses the other to pet your back and admire the blue snake. Snakes get such a bad rep. You know, most snakes aren't venomous. They're beautiful creatures, extremely intelligent and elegant. Their belly scales actually allow them to control how much friction they have on the surface. The creature slowly wraps Kai's wrist. And what animal gives better hugs? They're misunderstood creatures. Kai looks to you. You getting at something? Nothing. So you want to slither back into bed with me or what? You're gonna put her back in her cage first? Dolly says, now get in here. Kai snuggles you from behind. Open your eyes. Oh. Cell phone. Shit. Dreary from the sleep, Kai fumbles for their phone. Shit. They mutter under their breath before answering. Emily switched in tone. Kai's professional voice is clean and cheerful. Morning, Mr. Barnes. Stern voice is quick to respond. Where are you? It's 15 past. On my way. You see how this is turning into a pattern, Kai? Look, I'm on your side here. The kids love you. We all push to give you more flexibility, but I can only cover for you for so long. Like, time management may take matters into their own hands. I understand. Thanks, Matt. Alright, take care and see you soon. He hangs up. They shake their head, downplaying the warning. It's fine. Exasperated, Kai tosses the phone to your bed. You okay? They lazily trace circles on your shin through the hospital sheet, retreating into themselves, masking the stress carried by their brow. I remember the way you lit up when you got the news about this job. You were literally dancing around the living room on your phone. Text them. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Kai, you love this job. It's good for you. Alright. They grab their phone and swing the heavy tote bag over their shoulder. They plant a light kiss on your cheek. They make their way to the door. See you tonight. Say hi to Maud for me. The door shuts behind them. Very funny. You know Kai can't keep this up. The weight is too heavy. What can I do? Pass that test. You hear the hitch of the metal handle turn. Go to work. I'll be fine, I swear. The nurse steps through the doorframe. Fuck, not this again. She slowly walks to your bedside and pulls back the sheet, exposing your legs another day at the same tired routine. Her hands clasp your foot. She steps forward, pushing your knee to your chest. Her pocket buzzes. She freezes mid-stretch, her leg covering above your underarm. Please let me go. She gently places your leg down on the bedside and inspects your phone. White light burns into her face. She pauses a moment before answering. Hey. Her tone is unusually timid. A man's voice is heard on the other hand. His words are inaudible and he is clearly agitated. Not yet, I'm at work. He retorts. I'm sorry. The line goes dead. He's hung up. She slowly places the phone back into her pocket. She grips your right leg, starting the routine again. She releases your leg, cutting the exercise short. She stands in place, staring blankly into the corner of the room. What's going on? She looks lost. High-pitched squeaks cut through the silence. That fucking frog. The door creaks open as she steps in, stowing the frog in her bag. I hope I'm not intruding. Come right on in. Woken from her daze, she silently brushes past Maud to exit. She speaks in a hushed voice that's not as quiet as she thinks she is. Not a peep from her today. I find that quite rude. As do I. She slowly takes a seat on the couch in the corner with her back centered on her lap, hands perched atop it. She sits like a prairie dog. My little Jamie's now in high school. You know how she's doing? What she's doing? No, I don't. She's very good with computers. You should have seen this one when she was little. She laughs. Oh, she was glued to the screen, I tell you. We couldn't pry her away. I told her mother we need to get Janine off that box and go out playing, but she go right back. Every chance she got. And now everyone uses a computer. I'm sure you're good with them. I dabbled in Microsoft Paint. Her mother tells me she's learning. Oh, what did she call it? Oh, I remember it. She's a coder.
She's a first in her class. I told Alice, I don't know what a coder is, but I'm sure as Rain going to take credit for my granddaughter's intelligence. Yeah, coders are fucking smart, man. You actually need to know shit for that. You need to know, like, math and stuff. And it's like, oh my god, it's very complicated. Congratulations, she sounds very smart.
You know, Alice was never good with computers. I think that's for the best. She was always more of a...
Her voice trails off into the background as your mind wanders. Kai is going to lose their job because of you. Have you ever seen them so exhausted? They look like it's been up for a week. If the roles were reversed, would you do the same for them? Give up painting? I doubt it. You wouldn't last a month in their shoes. They've been here for 9. Her words fumbled back into focus.
And the funniest thing happened. Alice dropped a bowl. There was burning matter everywhere. I could not believe it.
A sound at the door. Knock knock.
Come on in.
She lights up. More company. Oh, hi, Tessa. Oh, hello. A registered nurse in her late 20s enters. I hope I'm not interrupting something. She addresses Maud, but shoots you a knowing glance.
Oh, I don't know if I'm much of a storyteller.
I thought she said if I'm a munch. I thought she said much was munch. she a munch.
Yes, I've been listening to the music I've listened to the modern music. I've been listening to this one called Munch. You thought I was fooling you? I can't say the rest because I'm a white lady, but I can still enjoy it. I love that Ice Spice. Oh, it sounds like a coffee. Oh, and I can't sleep enough without you, and I can't eat enough without you. If you don't speak, does that mean we're through? Don't like sneaky shit that you do. Grah.
Best in the common area. I know she'd love to hear about your granddaughter and her coding too.
Oh, but of course.
Tessa gives away to Maud. As she leaves, the trained Matador steps side a bull. You made that look so easy. I've seen you met Maud. Yes, I have. I'm Tessa. She grabs her limp hand and gives a gentle but earnest shake. I'm Maya. She smiles and looks over the wide window. You know, this room has the best view of the whole building. Lucky you. I haven't been feeling very lucky lately. Come spring, the small patch of hill will be blooming with flowers, foxgloves, shades of purple like you could never imagine. Sounds nice. They don't pay me to go on about flowers, but that won't stop me while I'm here. Now let's take a look at this bad boy. She produces a small flashlight from her pocket and leans in to examine your neck. Tessa takes care to avoid blinding you. Your tracheotomy is looking okay. With a click, she stows away the flashlight. Just a bit of built-up mucus. I've seen worse work from LPNs. Draining will be quick, may tickle a little. She begins the process of draining the tube, a practice routine. She takes in the paintings in the corner. I saw Kai liking that one the other day. It's nearly as big as them. Kai has always been determined. They've suddenly had lots of questions for me. Sorry, my nose. When we've had some pleasant conversations, I see them damn near every day, but as soon as they heard I'd be handling your care, they went full interrogation mode, running me down like a cop. She laughs. I haven't been grilled like that since nursing school. You really got someone looking out for you. They're quiet, but they can be very protective. Alright, you're all set. I'll see you tomorrow to check up on your trach. She walks to the door and pauses to take in the large painting. The painting stands tall, holding Teresa's intention for a few moments before she exits the room. The sun sets on the barren hill outside your window. Shades of blue and purple crawl up the sterile hospital walls. Shouldn't they be back by now? Your only company is the hiss and hum of the ventilator. The clockwork rhythm is equal parts soothing and unsettling. A glint of moonlight from the turning latch of the door catches your eye. Kai stumps through the door frame. Their familiar posture reveals they're fatigued, despite their best efforts to conceal it. Tough day? They sit. Hey. They purposely let their body give away, and with an exaggerated motion, flop face first into the hospital bed. The sheets muffle the sound. Do you think today kicked your ass? Head still pressed into the mattress, they tilt just enough to peek their mouth out. You know the what I couldn't stop thinking about today? What's that? That asshole critic at Stigmere. They turned into the mattress to muffle their grueling. He was so cocky. I can't imagine trying to win an award, trying to win a crowd over. He's one of the most insufferable critics I've met, and that's saying something. He kept going on about a homogeneous nightmare. Never heard someone who loved the sound of their own voice so much. I was ready to stab my ears out with a fork. That's the shit I have to read in reviews. The way you shut him down was beautiful. I had to turn away to hide my laughter. I took pleasure in that. That night. That night was so... they trail off unexpectedly. They turn their face opposite of you. What is it? The test is tomorrow. I know. You're going to do it. I can feel it. Their voice betrays their uncertainty. They turn to facing you, sitting back up now. I need you to pass this, Maya. I will. Good. They squeeze your hand 3 times and settle for the night. Deep hues of blue dance across Kai's hair. An orange ventilator light catches their silhouette. The callers call to you like a siren song. The intoxicating pull of the past brings you back to another time, another place far away from here. Stigmere Gallery, 1 year ago. The cherished painting hangs on the wall, the immaculate white wall. It's opening night, the gallery, you're opening, the energy is electric, all eyes are on you tonight. Within the crowd are important faces, famous faces. Kaio stopped out in a quiet corner to cheer you on from afar. From across the room, they send a smile and knowing nod. Closer. Your feet carry you toward the painting and the small crowd surrounding it. Your steps echo off in the tall gallery walls. There's a heated discussion about the piece. This is good. It's getting a reaction. Our critic in his 50s argues with a young fan. Oh god. Fucking critics. The figure on the right is clearly fleeing. It's an escape from a homogeneous nightmare. He gestures with a wine glass. On the far right, an amorphous purple figure approaches. Surrounded by blackness, a group of figures uniform in nature stand opposite. He retorts. He wants to join the group, he just doesn't know how. He wants acceptance. The figures are almost formless, edges bleeding into abstract brushstrokes. Standing back far enough from one might mistake the piece for an abstract blend of purple and black. Acceptance? That massive body only offers assimilation. If we were to offer a look at her oeuvre, there's a clear pattern of oeuvre, the sum of an art's work. How pleased is he to have slipped that into his argument? The critic stops himself, notices your presence. Let's just ask, shall we? The critic lets out a boisterous laugh and knocks his arm into the man next to him. Care to settle a debate for us? Make up bullshit, confirm the fans' interpretation. Okay, let's see. Correct his pronunciation of oeuvre. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tell them both a reversal of any type of meaning. Yeah, except for debate. I think that makes it more interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I can tell you about this one. The meaning is in your hands. I wouldn't want to take that away from you. Hogwash. Excuse me? You think a mystery is going to nab a better review? It won't. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Truth, amity, not this bullshit. But you gotta admit, it's some mighty fine bullshit. That shit doesn't play with me, save for the local paper. Cut him down. Do you enjoy what you do? He takes a bait. You read my work. I have. Your transition from sales to editorial is really impressive. He sends a setup. Remind me, is the editorial director your cousin or your mom's side? Or your dad's? I've earned my place here despite what you're insinuating. You're a great salesman, there's no denying that. But you're still a salesman. He clenches his better jaw. You take no joy in this. You don't even want to be here. It's always been numbers for you. Trends, clicks, bullshit. You parrot other people's opinions. Right. And now you're coming here demanding I serve you some personal anecdote on a silver platter for you to review. Your job. Look at some art and form your own opinion for once in your life. He takes a violent swig of his wine glass to mask a silent rage. Final bow. You can print that if you'd like. Hand tugs at your elbow, you turn. Nice, Maya. You didn't say Maya? That was nice, Maya. That was nice. Maya, a photo with the painting. He doesn't wait for an answer. The camera flashes with a blind white light. Open your eyes. The gray blue of an early morning washes over the room. Your vision is still hazy from sleep. Grumbling with sleepiness, Kai fumbles for their phone. Of the silence, the ringer to look at you with big sleepy eyes. Big day, you should sleep. Your mind returns to half-formed dreams, sitting on the precipice of wake and sleep. An hour passes, perhaps a minute. You wake to the heated argument. Sitting on the edge of the bed, Kai is on the phone. I already told you I can't come in today. It's not negotiable. What are you doing? I'm out of options here, Kai. If you don't come in today, we're gonna have to let you go. You love this job. Don't do anything stupid. I understand the consequences, mister. I understand the consequences, Matt. You've made that very clear. The answer is still no. Today is too important. Oh, no, don't say that. Alright, I'll send over the paperwork to your personal email. Do whatever you need. Don't fuck up your life over this. Go and do what you need to do. You can still salvage this. You gonna be alright? I don't know anymore. Kai, I need to go. They end the call. Kai gazes out the window with her back towards you, swinging their feet off the edge of the bed. A gently hum of anxiety in your ear. You shouldn't have to give up that part of your life up. Their head sinks into the weight of the news. You still think you're asleep. You can see that in your body language. No pressure to perk up now. No need to keep a flame of hope alive for your benefit. They made their choice. You're living for you now. They always have. Two knocks on the door interrupt Kai's moment alone. They lift their head and broaden their shoulders, slipping back into a familiar faint hope. They turn to the door to see August and Dr. Armenta enter. Good morning. We'll just be setting up now. She turns to August, produces a clipboard. They nod, trying to mask their mounting anxiety. I'll wake Maya. They'll turn to you, stroke your shoulder. Is it okay? I really need you to pass this for me, Maya. I will. Already. If you need to wait outside, if you will wait outside. She politely invites Kai to the door. Right. They pull their hand off their shoulder and make their way to the door, gazing back as if this might be the last time. She shuts the door behind Kai and turns to August. Ready? Ready to get it over with. Dr. Armenta ignores the comment. She takes a seat next to you. She talks slowly as if you were a child. Maya, I'm going to run through a series of tests. If it's very important, you follow any of my instructions if we can communicate with you. I know when I'm ready. When I turn this flashlight on, I need you to follow the light with your eyes. Following the light lets us know you can hear us, understand? Yes. We'll begin now. Remember to follow the light with your eyes. Continue. Showtime. The light click. A burst of blinding lights sees your retina. Something is terribly wrong. You feel the bedsheet below you give away. You sink through them like quicksand, and then you're gone. You gasp for air, then you feel awful lurch in your stomach. You're falling, tumbling into darkness. Looking up as you can see your body falls on the hospital bed. The test playing out, but it's not far away. The body above is no longer yours. Nothing is a small speck getting smaller, and then it's gone. The force pulls you downward, but it isn't gravity. Something deep within yourself, a terribly familiar place, fragments of a deep-seated memory. You look toward it to the abyss below, the deepest black you've seen, until dull shapes reveal themselves. Blurred brown, a touch of orange, 3 dark spots. Your studio seat from above now. 2 figures stand above your collapsed body. Your body. You recognize the shape on the left, Kai, the shape of the right. No man. Your body is strewn across the floor beneath them. Your studio is a crime scene. Blood replaced with splatters of blue paint on the floor across your clothes. A half-finished painting with a streak of blue paint looms over the room. The man on the right stumps through your body with something black in his hand. You hover above him now, but you cannot escape it for long. You feel yourself falling back into your body. Back with your body, now look into the EMT with the floor. He flashes trying to flashlight into your eyes. Another burst of blinding light. You collapse into your studio, paint everywhere. His lips move, but you cannot make out a word. Kai's hands on your shoulder, they're crying. Being wheeled into an ambulance, it's all speeding up, coming to a terrible end. Click. Can you remember it now? Transport into the current, the bitter reality of hospital. So I collapsed somehow and then ended up here. Are you alright? I don't know. Yeah. I'm just not looking forward to breaking news. Wait, what news? We ran through all the tests, no response. They need to accept that this time. No, I haven't taken the test. The sooner they can give you, the better. Trust me, they'll be there. I'm right here! She agrees with August for once at the sideline. I'll be back, wait here. Don't go, please, I'm begging you. August and yourself are now alone in the room. The air is still. You stare at August. Why do you hate me so much? In your eyes, I was dead the moment I was here. Your gaze wanders around the room, so the machines, the paintings, and then to you. This is the first time she ever looked you in the eye. You heard that? She lifts an idle finger and picks your nose. She's not staring at you, she's staring past you. You might as well be another piece of furniture in your universe. Throat keeps gulping, starting August, who quickly removes a finger from her nose. The doctor pokes her head in with a tense tilt of her head. She beckons August to leave. Oh, this is so sad. Kai brushes past August, paying no mind to the nurse. All of Kai's focus is holding in the weight of the news until the door swings shut. And it's closed. Just you and Kai now. They pace at the foot of your bed. Silence hangs in the air. You can't be gone. They tug at your shoulder. You have to be in there. They frantically take squeeze of your hand. Forcefully, they squeeze it. 1, 2, 3 times. Kai, say it back. I can't. Say it back. So they command and squeeze Kai's hand. Despite your broken body, you try, mustering up with the energy and willpower to squeeze with all your goddamn might that mind commands. But your hand does not obey. Your fingers lay still as the moment you ride in this forsaken place. They wait and wait. I could feel your heartbeat on your fingertips. They release your hand and pull back the heaviness in your heart. 9 months. You took to the window to come in. We've been stuck in this room for a whole entire year. After the first one, everyone told me you wouldn't make it. That your mind was gone. The Maya I knew was dead. I don't want to believe that, Maya. They shook off their 1,000-yard stare, took to the floor. But now the tests say you're gone too. They covered their face with a curled palm, fighting back the emotions, begging to burst their cheeks. Fuck! They inhale, composing themselves briefly. My dad says I need to grieve. How the hell do you grieve this? They gesture to the ventilator's calming wire in the background. Do you remember what it was like before it all? Yeah. I remember gallery openings, your paint splattered jeans. Now it feels so far away, like memories in another life. Kaya mulls on the thought. In a way, they still are. Memories from your life. That night at the gallery. It was your night. I was just there. Their voice trails off into a whisper as the words leave their lips. The words hang in the air. Outside the sun sets, your body sit in silence. Kai is as motionless as your paralyzed frame. Cold tones of blue wash over the walls. The last bit of orange kisses the windowsill gently before fading into nothing. The intoxicating pull of the past brings you back into another time, another place far away from here. A canvas is unhooked from the wall as 2 attendants carefully lower the painting to the floor. Abandoned plastic cups litter the glossy floor of the gallery. Patrons trickle out the front door. Your big night is finally winding down. An artificial snap out of a digital camera sounds as a young man grabs a selfie with you. Fuck yes, he exclaims before reiterating in his excitement to a socially acceptable degree. I'm sorry, I've just been working up the courage all night, and I'm glad you agreed to the picture. No need to be nervous. He laughed sheepily. If I couldn't get rid of my need to be nervous, then my entire life would be a lot easier. Can I tell you something? Sure. This is weird, but I feel like I know you, and he stammers. I know that's not true, because parasocial relationships are a whole thing, and he kind of still trying to get back on track. Each canvas, I feel like I'm staring past the painting through a window, a series of windows into your mind. The last line sounds rehearsed, but he's been building up to it all night. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to share that. His eyes avoid your gaze. A low courage heat build up is not extinguished night. He turns and makes a brisk walk through the exit. There it is again, that feeling. Sweet recognition, more intoxicating than any cocktail in this building. Basking in the glow of the spotlight? That's what tonight's for, isn't it? I saw you lit up all night. How are you feeling? Elated. You did it. Not even New York's most famous critic can crack you. It's important to leave a little bit of mystery. So it is starting to finally sink in. Is what's sinking in? That you made it. Look at this, an entire exhibit dedicated to your work. You're always so worried about having made it. This is it. Now enjoy a little, won't you? I'm enjoying it, I'm just thinking. As usual, they say with an annoying smile. Hey, I didn't want to burden you with this before the show, but I had a rough day at work and I could really use someone to talk through it with. Yeah? I came in like I usually do and immediately got into it with Rebecca. You know, how she's been shit show since her divorce. Why did you tell the critic off? You know that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, don't you? I have no idea. He's going to change his review, put you front and center, make you look like an asshole. You all know he's the asshole. That's irrelevant. Why did you have to correct him? I don't know. Bullshit. You know as well as I do. You can't help yourself. You just had to be the smartest person in the room and make sense of it. Don't you have enough eyes on you? Yes. The words shift back into focus. She's the worst. The words finally ring with finality. That was it. And that was the end of the event. Kai waited for you to respond now. Sounds like nightmare to deal with. Maybe we can smooth things over there tomorrow? I won't be there tomorrow. They leave me off. They look incredulous. You didn't hear a single thing I said, did you? You always do this. It's like you're never actually there. You're off in your head. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Actual fuck good writing. Damn, it's like good writing. Just be like, it's always like, I always feel like it's like very interesting writing when you make kind of like the main character have like their flaws and have it very apparent flaws, and having like other characters be like, what the fuck, what you did was a bad thing, and they're like, it's really interesting. I always find that really interesting when the main character like has flaws and like their friends and stuff are just saying like, hey, you did a bad thing and I'm telling it to your face. Okay. Might as well be invisible to you. They mutter under their breath as they brush past you, leaving you alone in the space. The once decorated gallery walls now stare back at you blankly. Soft morning light paints the walls with a faint blue. Tessa checks the messes of tubes running from your neck like a power line technician untangling decades of electric cables. You're quiet today. Very funny. I didn't mean, for fuck's sake. Let me start over. I feel like I've been talking too much. And you seem off. Is something in your mind? Kai. You need someone to talk to? More than you could know. You can tell me, really, but you can't hear me. Tessa radiates patience. She gives a nod if she's ready to listen to a captivating story told by you. Fine. So you're just gonna sit here there and listen, whether I tell you or not? Tell my story. Share the story. The memory comes back a focus ready to pour out. I never told the full story behind this painting. Everyone sees something different on the canvas. When I look at it, I see this one moment. You ever play hide and seek as a kid? The silhouettes of children form a circle on the canvas. She leans in, a captive audience to one with kindness in her eyes. I was never good at it, but I remember finding a particularly clever spot one day. The silhouetted child peeps into a touch body of kid's bath. So obvious, no one thought to look for it. One by one, my friends found everyone. I was the last kid left. The group leaves, you shadow in the corner and congregates, but they moved on to another game. I saw a glimpse of their lives without me. I thought I'd never come back, that somehow I vanished into those walls. Your shadow dissolves into dust, the painting settles into a natural state, the moment now immortalized onto the canvas. I've always been terrified of that feeling, and I've done that to Kai. Tessa receives the words she cannot hear. With warmth and kindness, she places a comforting hand on your shoulder. For the first time since waking up in this place, you truly feel seen. She lays a comforting hand on your shoulder. Logically, you know she cannot hear your silent words, but she receives them with kindness and warmth at the same time. Everyone just wants a chance to be heard. Now, it's a big part of my job, but I wasn't always good at it. I was so nervous when I first started as an RN. I was so caught up with how I came across that I wasn't usually truly listening to my patients. There was this blind man I was assigned to. He wanted me to walk him through the courtyard. He could do it himself, but he wanted me to describe it. He wanted to know every little detail. He was insistent on it. I felt so silly at first telling about a discarded coffee cup, dandelions poking out of the concrete, black dots, and the gum of the pavement. It wasn't a pleasant view, but he treasured every word. I said it all aloud for him. I realized for the first time in my life I was looking out rather than in. I walked through the courtyard nearly every morning since I met that man, but I swear I never saw it until that day. Oh, that's nice. Tessa's eyes wandered to the windowsill, the courtyard just out of view for where she sits. It changed the way I saw my patients. I became a better nurse. I catch things senior staff miss simply because I was listening. She sits with the thought of the moment and lets out a heavy breath. Well then, you caught me in a sentimental mood today. Don't get used to it. Tessa jots down the final reading and snaps her binder closed. I'll see you tomorrow. She gathers her notes and makes her way out the door. The window. The courtyard Tessa spoke of is out of view. Light crawls out of the window sill as the day passes. Clouds morph and tumble across the sky like cotton candy. Trust me, you're not missing anything. You heard her. It's a courtyard littered with trash. Perhaps I would appreciate it. See some beauty within it. You've looked past the most important person in your life. I don't see you changing for a courtyard. People change. It can be better. Time will tell. I cross against the hospital walls. The warm orange fades in and out as a cloud drags around the sun. The door handle turns to click as August charges into your room. The door slams close behind her. It's late, what are you doing here? With the door closed, she drops her stalwart composure and sinks into the couch at the far end of the room. Her face reveals a brief scene of relief before she slips into sadness. She's been holding it all day, but here she can relax. Her gaze catches a smudge of her dark blue uniform. Makeup worried, she checks her wrist, a deep blue ring. Oh, fuck, she mutters, applies a fresh layer of foundation to the area, seeing it completely. She slips her phone from her pocket and places it on the couch beside her. She turns to the window, biting her nails. She grabs the phone and makes a call. It's ringing, still ringing, and then they pick up. Hey. She can make out the faint voice of a woman on the other end. You wrapping up work? The voice on the other end responds. She lets out a nervous laugh. Right. She pauses to look at her wrist. He did it again. The voice retorts her friend isn't going down this road again. Maria, please. Her friend hangs up. She slowly sets the foot down. Defeat washes over her weary face. She fights back the tears as she buries her temples into her hands. A single red streak of makeup falls down her wrist. Another spirit trapped within these walls. The door opens abruptly. Dr. Armenta pokes her head inside. August quickly sniffles back her tears. There you are. I was looking for you. She notices the tears. Are you alright? The concern is genuine. Just fine. She slips back into her resilient composure. August brushes past the doctor and out of the room before she can respond. He stands in place, stunned, unable to make sense of the moment. Her eyes scan the room for an explanation, finding nothing. She exhales, collecting her composure, settling back into her professional demeanor before stepping into the hall. A small smudge of makeup dots the couch cushion, the only remaining evidence. I would have never known. We're all hiding something. Makeup, paint, only goes so far. The corner plant catches the late afternoon light. Time passes as the leaves draw shadows on the cold linoleum floor. An hour passes, maybe more. The slow drip of the time reveals stars in the sky. Still no Kai. That orange blinks on them. The void, silence, sweet silence. No dreams, only quiet. Open your eyes. You surprisingly feel well rested. The time for your morning checkup, Tessa inspects the tubes leading into your neck. No blockage. Airflow is ready. Tremendous progress. Your track is looking great now. She jots down some notes. Kai's in the lobby. They'll be in once I wrap up. Tessa wraps up, turns to the door but hesitates. I didn't mean to, but the other day I overheard a conversation here. She says apprehensively. I don't know who you used to be, but you're not that anymore. What? The room is still. The muttered sounds of children playing outside can be heard. Full footsteps in the hallway. I think Kai's ready for you now. Tessa leaves the room. The overcast blue on the floor tiles. Clouds shift outside as faded streaks of sunlight fall into your room. You look up and see Kai lingering in the dorm flame. Their presence is quiet. Kai gently closes the door before joining you at your bed. They sit with you in silence. It's beautiful outside. Wish you could see it. They pause, unsure where to start. I'm sorry I wasn't here last night. Their gaze wandering across the long floor. These past 9 months they haven't been easy. My therapist keeps bringing up grief, but I don't even know how to begin grieving this. A nervous finger tracks their knuckles. How can I mourn you when you're right there, when I can still feel your heart beating? So I just haven't been given a thing about the possibility that you're really gone. I put up all my being into showing up for you, fighting for you to get better, visiting this room day after day. The woman at the front desk, they practically treat me like staff now. For almost a whole year, my life's been put on pause. For you. For all this, I was struggling with us. But after you fell, everything else just seemed so small. I almost forget what our relationship was. The other day, I remembered it's always been about you, coming here day after day. It's always made me realize that this is what I've always done. Oh, I've always lived for other people. It's something I need to work on my own, and I take responsibility for that. But now I need to live my own life, Maya. They take your hand in yours and sit in silence. Their breathing is heavy. You can see the guilt in their eyes. This isn't an easy decision. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Squeeze their hand. You squeeze Kai's gentle hand once, and you translate the message in your hand. I squeeze again. C, squeeze once more. You continue. You feel it within your heart, but your hand hasn't budged. Kai squeezes back once, twice, 3 times. They lean close to plant a delicate kiss on your cheek. A tickle of eyelashes press against your forehead. As they pull back, their eyes full of emotion. A quivering lip betrays their composure. They turn to leave. Goodbye, Maya. Oh my god. And then they're gone, leaving the only warm imprint of a kiss on your cheek. Goodbye, Kai. Outside the marks of late winter on a leafless tree, spring is closed. All is still except for the day which retreats below the horizon. Darkness settles in for the night. Close your eyes. The void, nothingness, pure black. Another night of dreamless sleep. Open your eyes. A new morning. Turn of the door handle wakes you awake earlier than usual. The door slowly creaks open as the old woman steps into the room. She scans the room, just the two of you. Afternoon, sweetie. Here we go again. My room's out of winter, are we? This is a waste of time. That tree's going to be beautiful come spring. The leaves are just so brilliant. You're going to die in this room, alone. There was one person who believed in you and now they're gone. No one's coming to save you. Kai is gone. You know what? Listen to Maud. Fuck you, prefrontal cortex. Listen to Maud. So why do you give a fuck about the rambling of an old woman? Since now. Brace yourself for the response, but it doesn't come. There's a sweet silence within your mind. You remember Tessa's words. Look out, not in. You feel yourself slip into the present moment. No past, no future. Only you and Maud within this moment. You are here. Now what was I? Begin listening. I know I've been visiting you a lot. I don't want to bother you. It's just that I don't have a lot of people in my life anymore. By the time you get to my age, you see a lot of loss. You outlive those you love. My mother used to call it the curse of the Ashton genes. Growing up, I knew every kid on my block, and I'm the last one. Every year that passes, I know less people, life shrinks. You never get used to it, not even at my age. I felt that way every year except for last winter. That's when I met Victor. We fell in love, here of all places. I didn't think something so beautiful could happen after my husband passed, but it has. For the first time in a long time, I felt life expanding, a new face to look forward to, bright eyes full of energy and life. He's a younger man, early 60s, although I suppose that doesn't sound young to you. He's handsome too, such a beautiful head of hair, weaving golden, she reminisces. Last week he fell. The doctor told me that he broke his Mr. Brown frustration. Oh, I can't remember the word. It's so difficult not being able to remember these things. They haven't decided if they'll operate on account of his age. They said it's incredibly dangerous. They said I have to wait. I don't know when I'll see him. Do you know when I can see him? She looks at you pleading with eyes, praying for an answer. I need to tell him something. Her nervous hands wrestle with the purse in her lap. I have a hard time remembering how I know you, but I feel like we're old friends. She looks into your eyes, the hopeful heart of a child, content to share this moment of silence with you. Share the silence. Outside, snow clings to the dead branches of a tree, spraying the oranges pull the clouds across the horizon. You know, most people here don't give me the time of day, but you always listen. Thank you. She rummages through her purse, which let out a small squeak and produces a defensive green toy. I've come to realize not everyone likes my frog. He's a big talker. Maybe that's why he feels like a kindred spirit. He's always brought me comfort. Maybe he'll do the same for you. She places the frog in your hand and gently curls her fingers around it. And without a word, she's gone, giving you and the toy the room. The room hums with a whirl of ventilator. Time seems to hang still. Your lifeless hand cups Maud's gift to examine the toy. It's a curious thing. Not very cute, that's for sure. The black beady eyes stare back as they bulge with a squeak. Close your eyes. As you close your eyes, you feel the weight of the toy in your hand. Your fingers curled around it. Squeeze the toy. Nothing. Squeeze the toy again. Still nothing. Squeeze the toy again. Wait, that means she probably could. Wait. Oh. So there's hope, there's possible hope of, so there's possible hope of her recovering. That's so sweet. I did like this game. It was a nice little short game, but it was really cute. I love queer stories. I really did. I love stories where like the main character is kind of shitty, but like they're a good person, but they've just done shitty things and just, oh my god, it's so good. Let's continue. But yeah, I liked that a lot. I liked that a lot. So yeah, I love queer shit. I love gay shit. I love it. So yeah. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Space on gamers. Bye.